Hey, this is Jupiter Exile, and we're back after settling some nonsense so that I could get into the Chalice dungeon I was looking for. So now that we're in the dungeon, we're going to roam around a bit, do a little exploring. Let's see, I've got a couple of thick cold bloods, but it's probably not enough right now. So basically, the Chalice Dungeon Glyph Search allows you to run around Chalice dungeons that other people have posted on the internet. This is a pretty low-level Chalice dungeon at the moment. Because we're only here to check in with these guys, I think. Oh, no, never mind. That is a dead player. That's not important. I haven't been seeing specters while playing because I haven't been playing online. So we'll have some ritual blood around here that we're gonna need, probably. But somewhere around here, there should be some bath messengers that I'm looking for. And I'm gonna need to fork over to them a whole lot of souls, more than I actually have right now. I just want to locate them first. Just a basic early Tumeru dungeon for now. But it's a Chalice dungeon, so it's like weirdly crowded. Well, we get a couple blood vials out of the deal. That is pretty cool. Just gonna crack this. And we've got a little bit of ritual blood. Okay, whatever. And there are a lot of specters to look at around here. Kill this before it shoots me in the back. There's the trap, right on the floor. Couple of Molotovs. And Quicksilver bullets. So basically what we're looking to get access to, which requires us to do a little bit of a runaround because we need an extra item, we're looking to get access to something called reverse Chalice dungeons. Or rather, a reverse depth Chalice. The thing about it that is reversed is that a reverse depth Chalice basically drops loot as though it were a high-level Chalice, despite being a low-level Chalice. So it will produce a very abundant farming area. These reverse depth chalices are dungeons that other people have created. Dungeons that other people have created using save manipulation that you're able to access over the internet. So, in short, it's cheating a little bit, which is why we're not going to be using any gems we find in these locations, because gems from these locations would be pretty patently unfair. Just need to scout out a bit. There are a weird number of corpses around here, considering there's only like one guy. Okay, this is probably the route to the messenger bath. So I think I don't have enough right now. Notes, notes. That did me a startle. Here we are. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, so they've got a lot of different items that are kind of crazy, like weapons we could purchase. This is what we need to buy. The Sinister Tumaru Ihil Root Chalice, which will allow us to generate really, really crazy dungeons, although we don't have the materials to make that work just yet. I also need to get more Blood Echoes to be able to use that. Okay. That's 16,000. How much do I get for what I'm carrying? Yeah, nowhere near enough. More ritual blood. That's handy. Yeah, these root dungeons showcase some very peculiar ways these places can be laid out. I saw that an enemy was like sticking through this door earlier. There he is. And I think the switch to progress in the dungeon should be down here. Yeah, it's behind him. So long as I've made the dungeon, I should probably kill the boss. Okay, so I am short by like 7,000 blood echoes. So I'll have to take a bit of time to go farm that. Unless I can get enough blood echoes just by killing everything around here. Super obvious. Blood vials are always welcome. Blood vials, quicksilver bullets. Okay, I think if we kill the boss without losing my blood echoes, I might be able to make the purchase. So at this point, let's head back towards that. I also haven't checked out the low route here. I'm not sure I've seen, like, patterns of refuse quite like that. Whoa! Oh, shoot, that's death. Little careless. Okay, so I need to reclaim those. Alright, so that is past the boss door on the right-hand side, going down, and then out to the side room. And this is the boss door here, straight ahead. Then on the right, kill that guy. Kill you. Straight into here, down, kill the rat. Tomb mold, I guess. Ah, yeah, not this way, but this way. We'll handle this a little more cautiously to make sure we get my souls back. So many online messages. Oh man. I'm pretty glad that I've been going through the rest of the game without worrying about that. Although there were a couple of secrets along the way that it would have been handy to remember. Cool, that's that. Just gotta kill you. And I got careless about it, and I was being really lazy. And now I gotta go pick up 12,000 blood echoes. I just want to kill that guy, open that chest, go fight the boss. And actually, with the ritual blood I found, I think I can sell this ritual blood, and I'll be good to go. So I think the costs you pay in terms of ritual blood are for generating a chalice dungeon, but they don't apply if you're joining the chalice dungeon via a glyph. You can always join somebody else's chalice dungeon, basically. Which is entirely unfair, but whatever. We have played this game fair for a pretty good long time. It was fun for a while, and then it stopped being fun to play fair. I want to have more toys. There's my blood echoes back. If you would all kindly form a single file line. That's how lazy I was being. These guys are nothing. Prop that open. And at this point, selling the ritual bloods... Okay, a gemstone I'm not going to use. At this point, by selling the ritual bloods, I can make the purchase. So I think I might just head back and do that. That is not a ladder. Where's my ladder up? I could have sworn there was a ladder in this section. No, I gotta go back through here. Okay. That is okay. Okay, let's see. So it was back to the main room I need to go, which is over this way, and then a left. And then it was up the staircase that was over here. Forgot about him. And now the door is open, so these guys will run at me if I don't kill the bell ringer. Ow. That's very rude. Back to the bath. Okay. Oh, you can't sell at these. You can only purchase. Well, then I do have to kill 400 blood echoes worth of extra stuff. How much do I get for the guy downstairs? I have air equipped right now, so I can set up a visceral on him. even though he's fully dead, you still get the option of Visceral. And that was worth 600. So now I can make the purchase. Come back over here. There we go. Now we can leave this chalice dungeon. Come to think of it, I might as well just leave here using the Hunter's Mark, because I don't need 300 Blood Echoes. And who cares about running around more? Okay, there's no reason to clear the rest of this. We're here for one reason and one reason only. So then, now we can use some nasty glyphs. Okay, let's see. We remove this. I'm going to search by another glyph, and we're going to go to AMN. Oh no, that's AMM. XNA 7F. Okay, this is our farming dungeon. So per the new restrictions, the only thing we're really here to do is farm. Any like new drops that would augment our power, like runes or gems, we are not allowed to use. So apparently, a full clear of this particular dungeon is worth about 41 insight. Yep. We will have some fairly challenging enemies around. So that guy only appears in like a couple of places. I think there was a chest in that room that I could have grabbed. Oops. I didn't know this guy could spawn at this depth, but I'm assuming that this is effectively a low-depth chalice if I did it right. It seems like it is, because he did take pretty reasonable damage from what I did. I might be able to just kind of skip him. So, was there actually a chest in this room? No, okay. He's got a door behind him, don't know if I care. Got a guy at the end of the room with some dogs. Now I got killed by the dogs. Couldn't get my attacks in correctly there. Yeah. This is just kind of carelessness and rushing that's happening. Oh, I should probably be farming this with the eye rune equipped, but eh. For that matter, is this the second level eye rune? It should be. Yeah, that should be at least the second level eye rune from the color of it. I guess I got rid of the first level eye rune when I was cleaning up my inventory a while back. Okay, let's see. So in the event that we get bloodstone chunks here, I could use that to upgrade the axe to +10 if I really care about having another option, which I'm mildly interested in. This guy actually has a lot of health. Huh. I wonder if I've done this wrong and I've just joined a normal high-level dungeon. There aren't that many enemies. Wait, is my weapons isn't on a weird configuration, right? No, it's still doing physical, pretty high amount. Well, what's over this way? There's a weird number of doors, to be certain. Okay, despite the theoretically reduced challenge, in practice, it takes a lot of hits to kill things. And the enemies are plentiful enough, so in that case, we should just be running around here looking for objects on the floor that I can snatch up. That spider could kill me very quickly, and I am dead. Okay, I don't feel like I'm getting very much around here. Let me see. There's a lot of things about gem farming. Okay, I see. This guy was just using a save data upload exploit. My goodness. Is there no better way to do this? I think it's just going to be base tumor, show root 1 boss. So, if these reverse chalice dungeons still have enemies with this much health, then for BL4, it's probably still more effective to just keep farming the basic chalice dungeon. Let me see. So, farming this for insight, it's probably going to be like 20 or 30 minutes for me to kill everything in here. And I'm only going to get about 6 or 7 insight for doing that. Oh, man. There's got to be a better way to do this. So one recommendation I saw was helping people kill Father Gascoigne as a summon. I might try that for a little bit. But I understand that is betting my insight. And Gascoigne can still kill me in like 2 hits. I just do a lot of damage. That's quick. That got me 2 insight for killing him. Jeez. Yeah, so I think the publicly accepted notion of how to do this is really just get a certain amount of resources that will let you, make attempts on the boss. Then after you have that, upload your save data somewhere, and then anytime you run out of resources, re-download your save data to revert, which is really obnoxious. But I think what I've gotten to is this challenge is obnoxious to do, and there is not going to be any way of actually engaging with this that feels good. If there was going to be a good feeling way of engaging with this, then that would just be the way the game worked, but it's not the way the game works. Get out of my face. I completely forgot about this stupid enemy type. It's the rolling mace slam thing. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go back to fighting the boss the regular way, because, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna spend 4 hours trying to figure out a method to have the resources to fight the boss, instead of 4 hours fighting the boss. Oh my god. Okay, there's another thing I can do as an errand that I'm going to work on for a moment. It's over in Castle Canehurst. Actually, wait, I think there's a thing that I haven't done for that. So I have the Canehurst summons, the unopened summons. Where does that guy hang out? Alfred in the Cathedral Ward. On the balcony overlooking the entrance to the Forbidden Woods. Whew, excuse me. Oh, actually, I should have gone to the Grand Cathedral. Oops. Oh, actually, I can't go to the Grand Cathedral because Eileen the Crow is hanging out there. So she won't let me teleport directly there. Miles from these guys while I'm at this. Excuse me. Should be on the left over this way. Cliff overlooking the entrance to the Forbidden Woods. Oh wait, that's somewhere else. Because this is not the way to the Forbidden Woods. Shoot. Yeah, we need to be going a completely different direction. Whoops. Down real quick. Make sure you don't shoot me while I'm going about my business. We can see phantoms fighting now. I think it's back over this way. And then I think it's down here. So many statues. Let's see, he would be back over here, right? If it's the cliff overlooking the Forbidden Woods. No, it's not down here. That's closed. I don't remember if that door ever opens or even why it exists. Okay, so I'm forgetting the directions a bit. Get him out of the way so I can look around more easily. Okay, this is a cliff, but it's overlooking the Cleric Beast. So that's what would be down there as the Cleric Beast fight. Let's see, so if it's the overlook to the Forbidden Woods, I suppose it would have to be more towards the left. Like over this way. Almost get killed by a flame sprayer real quick. It's interesting, since I have very low insight, these guys don't have some of their advanced attacks. Okay, no, this isn't it. Right? This is the alleyway. And then Ow. Well, that'll get me. Oh, I've completely forgotten where to go for this. And it's a really, really minor gain. Alright, alright, alright. This game is so not designed for what I'm trying to do. Goodness gracious, it is not designed for what I'm trying to do. Well, I was trying to find more effective places to farm so that I could have insight, so that I could actually fight the boss with consumables. But everything I'm looking into to like try and find a new avenue of doing that is just a huge hassle at my character level. So I'm just going to get back to fighting him. There's like other areas I could try to farm, but they're like higher level areas that I have to access by going to other people's online content. I could let myself be summoned for bosses to try and farm insight that way. That's probably the fastest method of getting insight. But there's no way to farm it in the game. Like, I have to rerun Chalice Dungeon bosses over and over, and like just keep fighting the undead giant 17 times or something, because you can't farm it off of a standard enemy anywhere. Meh. Yeah, these guys die if you just roll through them, but they're worth nothing. Yeah, like there's yeah, so basically I have to pay Blood Echoes to replace the first Chalice Dungeon, and then go into that Chalice Dungeon and fight the first boss about as fast as I can. And that's like the only effective method to farm insight in the entire game. Yeah. The only enemy type that actually drops Madman's Knowledge, the insight item, is the spiders that come in parcel with Vacuous Rom. Basically, yeah. You have to fight bosses to get items that boost your damage. You can... That's not entirely true because you can buy fire paper without with Blood Echoes. I'm just sick and tired of Blood Echo farming, because every time I do a route of Menzies Pigs, it's only good for like 5 blood papers, because the cost of blood paper in Blood Echoes scales with how far you are in the game. So at this stage of the game, it's 8,000 blood echoes per fire paper, which is like double or triple the cost of a similar item in any other Dark Souls game. Oh, and that's for fire paper. Lightning paper is more expensive. But yeah, Beast Blood Pellets I could technically farm off of werewolves in Lower Yarnum, so that's another option. And that I might actually try. But the only other way to get them is Insight, and you really can't farm Insight. Dead. Messed up. Yeah, the design of the game is just super unfriendly to this challenge. Because if I was a higher level, I could just farm the Chalice dungeons, and I could do it really fast. But everything in the Chalice dungeons can still kill me because I'm a low level. I can stunlock the first Chalice dungeon boss to death every time I fight him. He will never get to act against me. But doing that entire thing gets me 2 insight, so it's like 10 minutes to get 2 items to fight a boss with. Whereas like other games, I kill the boss, so I get 20 of the relevant material. Bloodborne, I kill a boss, I get 3. It's got me super jaded on it, because I know I would have killed him by now if I had those items. My final kill on Maria was using item buffs as well. Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm not like completely helpless in his phase 2, but things can happen that very quickly kill me in his phase 2 all the time. I think that's actually part of the problem, is like phase 1 is not puzzling or strange for me anymore, so it's just this big long tedium. That being said, I'm currently at about my like 10-hour mark on fighting the boss, which is still 3 hours less than what I spent fighting Maria to get the Maria kill. He just has a longer first phase than Maria. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. That attack hits behind him, it's just a thing. So I needed to not dodge towards him on that. But I am just going to try this, like, close-up strat on phase 2. See if I can cheese him out. Well, loosely cheese him. It's still legit. If I can get it to work. It's a very dicey strat. But he only has a couple things that actually hit behind him. The thing that makes the strat trickiest is, like, his leaping setups. If I'm far away from him, I know that the leaping setups are never going to hit me. If I'm close, I have no idea what's going to happen. Foot's cramping. I need to change my posture. Oh, okay. I just did another thing. I used 2 blood vials for nothing! I have a very solid understanding of Phase 1, but it's still very difficult to avoid all of his dashing attacks every time. Specifically the ones where he, like, presses himself right into me. I tried to strafe it for some reason. Too late? I think I was a little too late on the shot. Get back down. Okay, he can end that with a slash after 2 leaps. I've never been close to him after 2 leaps, so I was unsure. So after the second leap, I need to be ready to do an immediate dodge, because I know he won't do 3 leaps in a row, and even if he does, I'll have time to dodge again. I was able to finally bait him to do the slash leap. If only I knew how. If I knew how I was doing that, I could just depend on that to kill him. I think it said I dodged, so he did a thing. I dodged out to the right while he was going to my left. And then the opposite happened, and then that triggered the leap. So dodging over to the right, I'm going to catalog in my brain as an important behavior. Ah. this up. That was too late on the charge, but it worked out. Lucky behavior, come on. Dang it! Yeah, anytime I'm locked on and he goes into that attack string, it usually just kills me. Because I can't get in 2 dodges in time and I can't run. And that's a good behavior for him to be in, too. It's like, it's just really a pain in the neck to be unlocked on him. Okay, let's see. I need to farm. I'm going to try and see if I can farm Beast Blood. Let's see. Can I have dodged forward on him through that? I don't think so. I think I'd very, very likely just get caught on his body. I'm going to change a rune out. I'm going to change air to I. So I can farm better. That's the other thing. In Bloodborne, your only like extra farming tool is this eye rune, which is okay. But like in Dark Souls, you can throw on like you can have like some rings, there's some shields, there's the Helm of Avarice. If you actually need to farm in Dark Souls, you can get farmed really fast in every Dark Souls game. Where was I going? I needed to go into the old town, Old Yarnum. So I'll take the shortcut in the back streets to get down and start fighting like some random wolves. Is that my best bet? I think that's my best bet. Let me see, is there anything else that drops that? Yeah, it's a rare drop from Wolf Beast. Can also drop from Carrion Crows in the Hunter's Nightmare, and it can drop from Wheelchair Hunters in the Research Hall. Wheelchair Hunters in the Research Hall are hugely obnoxious things. Okay, yeah, there's no different likelihood of finding it. It looks like at the low end it's a 5% drop rate. And the reason why they don't give you any actually good farming tools in Bloodborne is because your arcane stat is tied to drop rates. So when you're just regularly playing through, you don't get any help regarding drop rates. Like there's barely any items that do it. Okay, so we're going to come down here. there's about 4 or 5 of these guys that we can farm through here. So there's those 3, and then there's like 1 up over here. I think there's 1 or 2 more if I head down towards the boss. Bloodstone shards aplenty. Let's see, they're worth 1,000 blood echoes apiece. Need to kill this guy over here. He sounds an alarm. I took poison for some reason, despite not taking a hit. Super weird. These specters are mad distracting. I should change back to offline mode if I'm not going to do online stuff. Did I even check back here? Guess it doesn't matter if I did. Yeah, and around here there's like a couple of extra goons along the sides, but they're not going to drop what I'm after. And neither did anything I just killed. So, whatever. I guess my best bet is still just to go after Mency's pigs and use that to get fire paper. Nothing is a better farm than the Mency's pigs. If I do maybe 3 rounds of the pigs, I could do 1 round for blood vials and 2 rounds for fire paper. It's just a lot more farming time. I'm gonna only use the buff paper and such in the second phase. It could save me a lot of time in the first phase, but it's a bit too precious to use. You're still alive? Come on. Be a good sport. Yeah, with a full suite of buffs, I would have actually killed him about 20 minutes ago during one of those attempts, because I got a good transition, a backstab shortly after his transition, and 1 additional backstab after he jumped over me. And that would have been lethal. Sure, was that the one where I got the backstab on him screaming too? I know I got a visceral off of his lightning scream at one point. That was pretty bold, but it worked. Right, I didn't bring the air runes, so I'm getting like 2,000 less blood echoes per pig. I need to change that for my next rotation of this. Come on. We got tangled up. Not using air, then I can just focus on killing them faster. That was incorrect. So I was still dodging, I guess. Well, got a nice crop of blood vials from them. And 45,000 is pretty fine. So let's see. I'll go back. I'll change I back out for the other thing. This is only like 5 fire paper. If I'm only using fire paper in phase 2, then I should only be using 1 fire paper per attempt, maybe 2. Hopefully. I'm going to go offline because it's super annoying to look at all of these little things. How do I go offline just generally? What's the... Do I have to exit the game to go offline? Oh my god. I have to exit the game and go back to the title just to stop seeing these messages on the floor everywhere. It's like litter. Aye, aye. Okay. Let me switch this back. So instead of I, we're going back to air. It's air, moon, anti-clockwise. Back to the pigs. Honestly, if this was Dark Souls 2, I'd probably be like respawning a boss somewhere and using that to farm, using the um, effigy, not the effigy, the bonfire ascetic. That was a cool mechanic. Heck, maybe I could ascend this bonfire so that the pigs were worth more. Yeah, it's gonna kill me. I whiffed the first attack, and I decided it wasn't worth it to live. They could have dodged out, but whatever. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 runs of pigs for fire paper, buy fire paper, then try fighting the boss just using fire paper without beast blood pellets. Because beast blood pellets are the real limiter. I could get 3 beast blood pellets, and I could make 3 attempts using beast blood. Oh yay. There's not even like another better farm location. Like Dark Souls 3 has a couple farm locations that are pretty good. The best one is usually at the Dragon Shrine. There might be a better one in the DLC actually, like in the Ringed City. Maybe. Usually the thing that makes a good farm location in Dark Souls is a very powerful enemy in an unusually vulnerable position. Which is part of what makes the pigs good here, is that you get the first pig that's facing away from you. It's to the point that you can actually play this farm around just killing the first pig and then resetting. Except that the amount you get from the first pig is, like, not quite worth enough. Like, on its own. It's really the fact that 3 are here. If it weren't for the fact that I've had to replenish blood vials after every single boss kill, then I would have been able to, like, if I had spent all of my blood vial money on fire paper, I probably wouldn't have an issue right now. Okay, I will worry about him as the third pig. I'm going to go for this one. Oh, you're kidding me with that. Come on! I just want to be able to do the boss with reasonable gear. It's literally like every single guide I've gone to, everything online about like, how do you make this work? How do you like do this in this challenge? They're like, yeah, you farm for 3 hours doing this, or you like go to this point and you use a glitch to like get resources. It's awful. I see my blood echoes up there. I need my blood echoes before something bad happens. There. Now I aggroed another pig. And it wasn't just one. I'm not dead. Oh boy. That's different. I would like to just run off with these blood echoes and get my, like, 5 consumables after all this trouble. Please and thank you. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so I killed a couple of pigs and I got some stuff, and it was really annoying because it's been annoying for a long time. I'm really tired of doing that farming run. And for that trouble, I get to come over here and buy 4 fire paper. Anything I can sell to get more? Not really. I could theoretically sell ritual blood, but I might need that stuff. There's not really anything worth selling. Nothing has a good sell value anyway. I'll buy more blood vials with the rest. Okay. So, let's go for a couple attempts with fire paper in the second phase. Second phase only. Regarding ROM in the Chalice dungeon, I still haven't tried a run using bolt paper. It's very possible that using a bolt paper would allow me to just pressure him out super fast. But a lot of random things could happen because it's a gimmick fight with a runaway boss. And at my current resources, I've got basically like 2 attempts at that. What's next? No, thank you. He went for a bluff. That was good, considering that I missed that critical. He's just walking. Dang it! I screwed up. I just had to fight him for like a straight minute without him giving me an opening, and he finally gave me one, and I mess up. surprised he didn't do 2 attacks from that angle. I thought that would be backhand, forehand, punish. But if he does just for backhand and I take that long to punish, he can kill me. It's because I took 2 steps before doing the charge attack. That time I took the other bet to make sure I didn't make the same mistake, and I just made a different mistake instead. There he could have killed me, because I was too slow in executing what I did. He's only really got like 2 guaranteed openings for the backstab critical. This is one of them. It's basically the overhead leap and the jump rope attack are actually his his only 2 like real openings here. Didn't quite get the visceral off. Dang it. Trying to hammer on dodge, but I couldn't get back out after that missed critical. Also because his like wraparound attack like jumped around behind me to this other side. That attack is really hard to be accustomed to. So I've decided what I'm going to do about these boss fights is I'm going to take 1 clip per hour I spent doing the fight, so that at the end, the compilation of me learning the fight is 1 attempt per hour. So if it takes me 13 hours to beat a boss, the compilation is going to be 13 fights. Naturally, always including the first attempt and the winning attempt. And for bosses that take like fewer than 5 hours, I'll just include multiple bosses in the compilation. There's very few bosses that match that. Or I might force it to be a certain minimum of attempts. Like maybe if I kill the boss in an hour, I'll show 1 attempt per 15 minutes or something. That quick slap still gets me a lot, where he just runs up and slaps me. Camera combo. I think that's his first jump rope attack for this entire attempt. Okay, so I need to be sure to use fire paper during his transition. Come on. Ugh. The camera shift on that movement, man. And I dodged too much left instead of behind him, so it was like about a 15% difference in the angle of my left analog stick. Also, like, it hits that far away. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. We should be on track for 8 to transition him. And there's 8. I could have actually gotten a 9th there. And I made 3 mistakes. It's not making 4, not just yet. Lightning screen, okay. And my fire paper ran out. I used it a bit too early. He got me with that attack again. And I responded the same way. He just ran up to do it. I couldn't get far away enough, and I wasted the fire paper. He runs up and does so many other things. So when he does that, I need to unlock and roll away. Sheesh. I missed some really good backstab attempts there. And I didn't get the combo properly on some of them. Like, it just didn't line up to give me the full backstab credit with the visceral ending. Although the visceral finish doesn't care whether or not I'm using fire paper, so 6-1. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. There's five. There's six. There's seven. He'll transition on 8. Top off. There's 8. We don't fire paper until he starts the transition. There he goes. Okay, he didn't jump over me. Okay. Come on now. Do something I can plan around. Okay, I wasn't able to run out of it. Or I wasn't able to walk out of it. Because I didn't walk soon enough? Is it that I needed to dodge? I have no idea. There goes another fire paper. So I didn't get my critical correct. I didn't get my critical correct or my backup attempt critical. That's just the thing. If I only have 4 attempts where I can use fire paper, then I have to, like, is that going to happen to line up with one of the attempts that's really good? There's one. There's two. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. I could have punished that one. With. 7. We'll expect transition on 8. And there's 8. We expect transition, but if he gives us another attack, we'll try to take it. That's handy. My dodge is too early. That's my last fire paper. It's really hard to time that dodge because you can't keep the camera on him. He'll drop your lock on when he jumps. And even if he didn't drop your lock on, he'll just pull your camera up into nothingness. And there's no audio cue for him coming back down, or a visual cue, because with the long leap on what's it called? There's no audio cue, no visual cue. It's possible that running straight away might give me enough distance. I'll try that next time, because on what's it called? I don't think it's going to give me enough distance, but for Ludwig, when he does his long leap, there's like an AV cue about the timing. Okay. Look, I tried to do anything other than the bog standard and I got hard punished. And again. Now I'm dead. Yeah, I just can't, I can't punish that slam to save my life, because to punish it, I need to be unlocked the moment he starts it. And unlocking on reaction is super hard. Like, name of the game for Bloodborne. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. There's 6. We expect transition on 7 this time, so we've had some misses. Was that 6 or 7? I forgot. Oh well. I guess it was 7. Give him one good slap there, but he has higher defenses while he's screaming like that, I think. Another lightning burst immediately. Okay. Sometimes he's really in the mood to use that attack. Angle on that is super weird. Yeah, he can almost loop back around to his starting position with it. My dodge is too early by a lot, but I think the angle was correct. I mean, sort of. It was either too early or my run angle was wrong. I'm not sure which. Let's see. Is that correct, though, in terms of the angle to bait him to do things? I'm staying on his left, my right. He goes for that slash, and his follow-up on that slash is punishable. So I want him to be doing that attack, I just need to avoid it correctly. Which I think I do with a dodge out and, like, back away, like this angle dodge. I just have to be unlocked for it, I think. It's dodging, like, direct through it is not working. It might be a dodge forward would be best. Yeah, it's inconsistent shoreline nonsense. It's happened to me before now. Where my quick step gets completely stuffed, or something about his... I'm not sure if it's that my quick step is getting stuffed, or something about the angle of his attack is changing, because his yo-yo is running into Kos. I've already seen that happen twice. Thank you for this second chance. My count is all over the place for this fight, for this particular rendition. So we're just going to keep hurting him as much as we can hurt him. I missed my counter, but I bet on hitting the counter. That's why I had that dodge buffered. I think I walked too far. Nope, okay. I thought I'd walked out of the range that I could punish that from. But we're good. I should have held to try to get the third attack from that. I'm used to trying to punish the second. We got in the right position. That's good. Little tag there. Right on time. Thanks for stopping by. Come on! Yeah, if you hang out close to him, like, crazy stuff happens. Ugh. I need to remember that that attack actually has a lot of pivot to it. So if I'm hanging out next to him, it's gonna happen. Wake up or no. As much as I have wanted to chase him after wake up and like try and make that into an opportunity to chain in more damage, it's just not a thing. It's not gonna work. It's just constantly absurdly dangerous with really big hitboxes in the second phase. I mean, hey, he's got really big hitboxes overall. No, my dodge didn't take. That's a little bit of rally. I barely walked forward enough to be safe from that dash, the leap. No, I got the counter right. I didn't think I had it that time. So other topics, because this dude is dreary for the first phase. I'll focus on the second phase. I was able to join a friend of mine for watching the finale of Centaur World last night. Lane had not seen it. Ah, come on. So that was pretty fun. And today, we're going to be watching the Hilda movie, which I haven't seen yet. And I'm dead. Whee! I missed a backstab! Oh my god, how was that a miss? It's like you miss a backstab after 2 or 3 minutes of fighting him. A lot of Dark Souls bosses, the entire fight is 4 minutes total. For what it is, this is a very long fight. think like even like Suralon, I think is a shorter fight than this. Like notably. And it has everything to do with like having to wait for a specific attack. There we go. Well, it has to do with waiting for specific attacks and not having buff items. After that slam, I don't think he can do a dash. I'm actually surprised I survived that. I caught the new Spider-Man earlier this week. It was good. What else is new? So I wanted to spend some money on myself after Christmas. I usually do, to get like the things I didn't get. And I got some things that are like streaming equipment. I was thinking of buying a new TV, but ultimately decided, nah, I'm not going to bother. It's not like I'm entertaining people at my house. So ultimately, what I wound up buying, it's very like sad and adult of me, I bought new sheets. Okay, let's stay back. Yeah, he doesn't leap if he just does it immediately. And he killed me just straight out. Like, that angle of that attack, I almost can't get away from. I think that's loosely possible to get away from unlocked. And that was one where I actually decided I'm going to stay away from the boss for a bit. Instead of the other ones where I've been hugging him and getting randomly killed by whatever he decides to do. I need to update the channel, the description of this particular video. I'm not actually doing Chalice Dungeons. Yeah, I think a lot of this misery comes down to, like, I needed to research this run before I was further in. Because at this point where I have, like, 4 insight left, I can't really do any like, save manipulation to get the resources I need. But I really should have just gotten some kind of a resource stockpile and saved a game state like that somehow. I don't know the method. I don't know what the method is that people are using for that, but it's apparently a thing, and I needed to do that if I really wanted to do this challenge. Because this challenge with like limited resources is just miserable. That was a late commitment. My movement was clean. And I was starting from a point that was reasonably close to him. Oh, weapon at risk. That's fun. Dang it. I didn't have enough time. I needed to run. That was working. That was working. That's the strat. That's the strat for me, is just stick around behind him and just hang out behind him until he decides to throw stuff, and backstab him when he throws stuff. That works. So I need to repair my weapon before this gets really miserable. So that's the phase 2 strat. Alright. It's funny, nobody online endorses that strat. I'm just going to sell some stuff to the Bath Messengers. Maybe 10 of these. That should be enough for repairs. More than a little bit. Nope, not fortify. It's not enough for repairs by a lot, but it was enough. Okay, so the phase 2 strat is going to be, if we get a hit on him, we just stick in close to him, and whatever attack he's doing, we're just going to try and avoid it and keep it up. And he can break the loop. If he does the lightning scream, it's going to break the loop. If he does the leap, it's going to be very difficult for me to maintain the loop. But if I dodge correctly on the leap, or I get the right distance on the leap, then I can cope and try to maintain it. And on the lightning scream, if we're really far away from the corpse, I can backstab him off the lightning scream and just go into the visceral for protection. But if we are too close to the corpse, I can't do it. That time, just now, we were too close to the corpse. I had the timing correct, though. The other thing about the lightning scream, I think I should fit in a couple R1s anytime he uses it, and then leave after the R1s. I could have backstabbed him on that. That attack doesn't always give you an opening to backstab. Get the timing right. That one was too early. Okay. I missed my dodge out of taking that hit. I also missed my dodge when he went for that hit. I kind of thought he might give me a leap for once. No dice. That earlier attempt where I backstab looped him, if I had buffs, he would have been dead. Again. It's like the third time. that I've gotten him to that extent. That was actually my best run yet. If I would have gotten the visceral off of his scream, then I could have even kept that going. Ha, barely got that backstab. And I whiffed. Excuse me. Let's get deeper into the water, please. You could be a deer and, like, jump over me or something. I almost missed that one. I felt my hand slip on the analog for a moment. I got the counter. What? What did I do? What are you... What... Come on. I'm glad I'm not going for a damageless variant of the run, or like a perfect kill, because he hits me with that, like, run-up forehand all the time. That being said, if I was going for a damageless and I had the right runes for it, probably wouldn't be that big a deal. It's like, I would lose some runs to that, but I'd do enough damage that he'd probably be dead by now. So let's see, my numbers right now are basically 18, 18, I think it's 18, 18, 18, or something like that for my gem effects. That time I didn't input the dodge fast enough. And those effects would all go to like 24, 24, 24. Give or take. So 18% more damage by changing out all 3 gems. Actually, I think some of those gems are 22. Is one of those 22? What are the gem values on that? I can't even, you can't even look at the gem values while you're running around in this game. You can only look at them back at the bench, back at the frickin' town. It's just a really clunky title. It doesn't feel clunky initially because it's fast-paced, but it's clunky. Like, all the menus and traversal. It's kinda suffers from the same issue with, like, using teleportation to make things happen on the map. We'll never have another map that is quite as good as the map in Dark Souls 1. He got me again with the same thing. Christ alive. Yeah, you gotta go back to town if you want to manage anything with your weapon gems, or if you want to do anything with your runes. Back to town. You can't restock on collectibles unless you manually pull them out of the bank, because only 2 items know how to restock. But they put a cap on how many you can carry in your inventory for some silly reason. Well, can't let you carry around 20 fire paper. That's clearly not okay. Got all the insight farming and the materials that you can't readily access. Whiff. Finally, got through it. I'm gonna back up on that. Ugh. I went for the attack too early. Yeah, if you start the input too early on the leap, your character will be facing a direction like mid-turnaround. Ah, great. Missed my timing. That was the wrong kind of leap. I was not paying attention. That was a pretty bad transition. Alright. I'm looking to give it about 1 more hour for today. Afterwards, I'm going to hang out with some friends. And I might get back on this late. We've got a full Saturday to do things with. Whatever things have to get done. Realistically, what I should do is spend the rest of the day that is free time. I should be spending clipping older videos to make highlight reels. I think the first one I can make a highlight reel out of is probably Dark Souls 3. Because Dark Souls 1 and 2, I lost too much footage to make good reels out of. That being said, Dark Souls 1 with DLC, SL1, took me 23 hours. That is as much time as it's taken me to kill, like, 2 of these DLC bosses. Like, in the time it took me to kill Ludwig and Maria, I could have redone the entirety of Dark Souls 1. And gotten new footage on that. I could have done a harder challenge, probably. I don't know. I guess I could go for flawless boss runs. Because that's not too much harder. I'm not ready to do, like, +0 equipment run. But if I went for flawless bosses, I could use RTSR. I missed. Let's see. I think I think Gravelord Nito is pretty hard to flawless. Might be difficult for a few others, like I think Ornstein and Smo might be difficult to flawless. I usually take a couple hits from Ornstein while I'm like stabilizing a fight, and then I just kind of fight through them a lot of the time. I wouldn't want to try to go flawless on like the trash. There's a lot of cases in Dark Souls 1 where like the trash mobs they just do whatever. I think flawless Seath might be difficult. So I think Seath is one of those boss fights that I usually just kind of brute force, and I walk through some of his effects because they don't do very much damage. Okay. Okay, we're healthy. Let's do the fight. I have to wait for a good opportunity to change the parameters of the fight to what I want it to be. It's a good thing I was running straight away there. Okay, there's lightning. Oh, that was the dash. I mistook what that attack was. Yeah. If I'm not keeping a count, it's a lot harder to hit the transition correctly, and that's really preventing me from succeeding. So I guess I need to hold the count up. Could have been spending this time on Bloodborne, finishing things up on Dark Souls 2, getting my content edited, and all that cool stuff. Speaking of editing and things like that, I have emote slots, which could be various different symbols and things that I could upload to Twitch, and then anybody who is subscribing to me can use those emotes, I guess? I don't have a great understanding of it. But I could try and do some, like, images of my face, or some things like that, or some things that are related to the games I'm playing. And that could be pretty fun. I could do the Stormflux symbol on Twitch for, you know, people I know who might enjoy that. Might be pretty cool. Get a custom, couple very personalized things up. Oh, whoops. Ha! He went for the bluff because I was too close. Sometimes on that, like, because he can transition to a lot of different things out of the bluff. Sometimes he can transition to something fast, and it's really problematic. He chose a slow transition, so it wasn't that big a deal. Oh shoot, I haven't been counting. Looks like I'm maybe 3 away. Might only be 2 away. I think I've missed at least 1 backstab. This is probably the last backstab I need. I think he's going to be in transition mode now. Indeed. Yeah, that initial 1300 really makes the fight feel better. And we hang out behind him. Okay. I did not respond to that correctly. Was I still alive for a bit there? My body did a weird flop. I have no idea. Yeah, that particular attack, I'm not certain how to respond to. I think the correct answer is probably shoot him and go for a visceral. I think that's actually the correct answer to a lot of his Phase 2 behaviors, and that is something I have not been practicing because I'm dealing with other stuff. And it's really never what I want to hear, is that the best way around a particular attack is to parry it. Like, if parrying the attack is more reliable than dodging the attack, that's really, really weird. But I think it is the case because some of these attacks have absurd hitboxes that I can't actually get away from. It's the hitboxes that I can't reliably dodge through are the ones where I think parrying it is actually the better thing to do. And that doesn't apply to a ton, but it applies to a couple of things. When would you like to start the fight? You know, I'm here too. Jeez. Finally. 1. When I go back and clip this, I want to pinpoint the moment when I started just being bored. Two. Three. Four. 5. 'Dang it. Missed another backstab. Oh, we have some folks checking in. Hello, this is Jupiter Exile. I need to edit the stream info. Yeah, so at the start of this session, I was trying to see if there was anywhere I could go to effectively farm for resources to better fight the Orphan of Kos. I have given up on that prospect because I'm really annoyed with farming. I don't want to do it. So we're just fighting Orphan of Kos. So it's 7 backstabs and 1 charge attack puts him in phase 2. Ideally, we get that with 8 backstabs. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Okay, I set myself off count going for that visceral. There's 5. See, that off count should be less than a charge attack. I wonder if he'll start the transition at 7. Thinking instead of fighting. Grab those. I didn't want to go for it with him starting at that angle with his back to me. That's normally one of my best openings, but I did not trust it. I don't like that opening. I find that the dodges on it are inconsistent. So I don't generally try to punish the slam. There we go. That should be 6, I believe. I think I was at 5. So the slam is punishable. It's harder to punish if I'm locked on. So since I'm fighting this phase locked on, I don't go for it. Okay, that would be 7. He might go for a transition now. We're going to get a really good transition. He's going for it now. We're at the edge of the map, which actually made it impossible for me to get the backstab. I hit the invisible wall just as I was trying to get behind him. Oh, that's a bummer. He backed up to map edge. Sheesh. Oh, man. And that was an 8 backstabs and change. Or was that a 9th backstab? I'm not sure. Alright, back to it. So, some new lights for the stream to light up my desk so that I'm not playing in shadow. Should be arriving on about the 3rd. That'll be nice. I have like no light sources that are in front of me except for a little bit on my camera. There's one. There's 2. What you got, buddy? I don't like that one. Yeah, that gets me a lot. There's 3. As I'm backpedaling around that one, I unlock to give myself the correct angle for the backstab. When he does the slam from above, I remain locked. When he does the double rotation jump rope, I unlock. I believe that was the 4th hit. Might have been the 3rd. This is the 4th hit. That was the 3rd. This one I unlock to hit with the late part of the attack, and that's 5. Too early on the gunshot. Oh, I was stepping backwards, so I can't take advantage of that. His angle's weird, so I'm not going to go on that. Yeah, he was kind of starting that attack facing my direction, so my usual timing would not work there. Here we go. That's 6. I haven't gotten a failed backstab this run, so we should be transitioning on the 8th. Hey there. Oh, I should. If I had a death counter like that, that'd be pretty dope. I don't have a mechanism for that. If there's anybody who knows a way to set that up, I would love to do that. Okay, we're at the transition point. I can tell you that I've been fighting this boss for 11 hours. Shoot. Missed the backstab. And I'm still pretty bad at phase 2. Triangle attack, lightning scream. Lightning scream again. Running away, running away. Double uppercut. Lightning scream again. I still don't have a great understanding of what manipulation I need to do to get him to use the correct attack in this phase. That's the one. If I could get him to do that on demand, I'd be a happy camper. Alright, I'm going to try and see if I can get him to loop a bit. Nope, he was not in the mood. Unlock again before I get killed. Whew! Alright. Please, no. Alright, we're not dead yet. Lightning breath? Or not breath, lightning call. He's a druid, you know. Woo! Wrong spacing. Not dead, alright. That should be the leap. What are you doing? Lightning breath. A lightning call. Oh, man. That's one of my better runs. I've gotten that close about 3 times. Yeah, I wonder if there's a bot that just picks up on how many times you died, goes across the screen. Well, I'll have to keep track of it when I wind up playing Elden Ring later. At this point in the run, it doesn't feel like there's much point. The number of deaths is a lot. Actually, there's nowhere in the game that tracks the number of deaths, is there? I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's borderline heartbreaking. Yeah, I know the goal is I need to make him kind of crisscross his attacks. I think the count that I'm going for is about 5 backstabs in the second phase. And that was that 2 or 3? It's either 4 or 5 that I need. Well, I haven't been counting during phase 2. Okay. It's 2 backstabs so far. Oh, I missed my dodge. There's 3. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope everybody's having a good New Year's Day. Sit back, relax, and overcome your hangover. No. I screwed up on getting the visceral. If you miss that visceral, he generally retaliates with that same attack. I tried to gun counter it again, because you can gun counter his startup on that. But I missed it, because I'm not super good at doing that. I haven't practiced that. Oof. That crack was good enough, I wonder if the mic picked it up. Stretch! Ugh. There's 2. So we got 3 and a miss, so we're looking at a transition on 7. Okay, so that counts as 2/3. So we've got 3.2. $4.2. Missed it. $5.2. Ah. Ouch. $6.2. There's a long delay between those. $7.2. We're at transition point. We've got 1 full sequence Into phase 2. Dang it. He's got a lightning shout. Oh, he stopped. Two full sequences in phase 2. He carried me forward. The backstab didn't take, sure, but I wanted to dodge through, and he just, like, dragged me into his attack. Yeah, if I try to follow him after downing him, it's inconsistent. So I was 2 backstabs into phase 2, and I believe that's 2 out of 4. Oh, I forgot that I didn't send this up, I guess. I have about 25 more minutes regarding the amount of time I wanted to commit today. I unlocked too early. And I ran out of stamina. This is awkward. Okay, this is about a 1.2. I think I had 2 mistakes. Okay, with that mistake, we are now at a 3, so what does that make? Yeah, I think that would be the 3. This would be the 4. It looks like I'm short on 4. Yeah. No, that's probably a 5, given from the health bar. I'm trying to judge it. Oh, that wrong reaction. But that's okay. Camera combo. So I believe that's the 6. Seems a little shallow for 6. I've got to be miscounting. I think I gave myself. I think I'm crediting myself like an extra half hit or something. Okay, we need to be wary about a possible transition. Yeah. We got a little robbed. Okay, I needed to dodge that angle. Does that attack any different? I think it's just that my starting position was different. Okay. Because usually I'm starting that from completely behind him. If I'm starting from his side, I do need to dodge when he uses that attack. Noted. And trying to stand directly behind him is pretty dangerous. There's a lot of different things that can happen, but if it's early in phase 2, I'm willing to take some risks to try and like push the fight to that close to victory state. Okay, there's one. Let's get a good count this time. There's two. There's three. There's four. There's five. There's six. There's seven. We transition on 8. There's 8. Okay, ready for transition. He does the jump back. One full combo and a good transition. Lightning call. Ah! Two full combos. Looks like I do need 5, I think. Lightning. My dodge didn't go through. Being killed by the claw. When I'm running around and adjusting the camera at the same time, I've got like a crooked index finger on the circle button, and it makes it harder to press circle very quickly. Also, if you press circle very quickly while the character's running, you will jump, which does not protect you. I don't think I was actually in a run there. I was just like hovering over the circle button, and I just didn't get the press correct. Camera combo. There's one for me. And a 2. And a 3. And a miss. So we've got a 3.1. $4.1. $5.1. $6.1. 7.1 is the transition, so that's the worst case transition actually. 6.2. 7. 8. That's an ideal transition. Should be. Close to. One full combo. That'll kill. That's one of the random things that can happen when I'm trying to troll him, basically. What was his trajectory on that? Okay, so, alright, he was aiming towards me with that. So if I went directly underneath him, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Okay, so if he does a pluck and then jumps to the sky, I should run in the direction that he was. And I think he might not be able to correct. So that's something to test. I think there were 2 chances in there that I might have been able to get a backstab off that I did not get. One of them was when he did the cut that missed me and then the jump that landed over behind me. I think I could have backstabbed him after that jump. There's 1. Almost got tangled up on his model there to death. Whoop. Huh, that didn't kill me. Isn't that something? 2. All that trouble to get to 2. Sometimes counting is hard. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Whew. That almost got me. 8. All right. He back jumps. It's a full combo from the transition. And the top off. Lightning call. Okay, so I think I want to be kind of on his left. That was too early. Shoot, it was the charge. I was anticipating the wrong move. Alright, I got about 10 minutes left. Yeah, so I think I need to stay on my left relative to the boss. I'm trying to bait him to do a left slash. When he does that slash, I go right. And then that sets him up to do the leap. The other alternative is he might move towards me and then try to move to the left. If he starts like outflanking me on that, then I need to go right immediately to avoid his thing. I don't know how to bait out the triple slam. That just seems to happen kind of randomly. And unfortunately very infrequently. Okay, here's one. I could have punished that. Dang it. There's 2. I could have maybe punished that. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. Next backstab transitions him. There's 8. Ready for the transition. Oh, he didn't back jump that time. combo. Hang out behind him for a sec. He got me again with the same thing. This time I was unlocked. That setup has gotten me several times. I don't know what to do about it. Because I'm usually like dodging on reaction because he starts doing a movement I don't understand. And I dodge that on reaction, and his like subsequent slams always get me. Low on blood vials. That's fine. I'm only gonna do one more attempt. It's gonna stop at the 3-hour mark. So if I'm moving straight away from that when he does that, I gotta, oh, man. I need to be able to differentiate that attack. His startup forward is kind of a low hunch. It looks pretty similar to his dash. His dash I need to wait for the reaction on anyway, so I'm trying to think if waiting on both of those reactions will mess me up. In the past, when I... Oh, whoops, I zonked out. I forgot I was in phase 1. So we've got a 1.1 because of my zonking out. There's a 2.1. That'll kill. I got time for one more if it's a bad attempt like that. What do we got? How's it gonna be? Nope. Am I dead already? Okay, we've got a 1.1. I took that R1 because I'm trying to progress that decimal to a full number. 2 R1s moves me forward a decimal point in my weird counting system. There's a 1.2. There's a 2. And now we've got a 2.1. Because I missed the backstab again. Now it's a 3.1. 3.2. There's a lot of blood vials. It's fine. It's the last attempt of the day. So we're currently on a 3.2. 4.2. That's a 5.2. Didn't get the counter. There's a 6.2. There's 7. Now we back it up. And here's 8. So it's our ideal transition. Hang out behind him. I didn't expect that to hit, so I'm just going to take the Visceral. Triple toss. That actually goes further than I thought it would. That triggered a jump. That triggered a jump instead of the charge. Which is why I died. That's pretty dumb. Alright. So that's where we're gonna leave off for today. I am going to find somebody else who's playing Bloodborne to send y'all on a little raid. So if you sit tight for a sec, let's check out other streamers in the category. Category of Bloodborne. Is anybody else running BL4? Let's see. Somebody's playing first-person mod. That's pretty wild. Somebody's on a +0 BL4, which is really rough. We've got all achievements. I'm gonna pull up this this first-person mod. This streamer is Goes on Ghost. So that's pretty interesting. Hope you all have a excellent New Year's Day. And have fun watching some Bloodborne. This is Jupiter Exile. I hope we wander again soon.